Gotta turn on more light. Hang on, I'm coming. Just can't see anything.
Right.
Okay, that helped. Good morning.
Okay. Let me finish. Okay. Love you. Okay. Yeah. Tell me to you find out.
Ding.
Okay.
Oh, I'm here. I'm here. I'm just trying to get this. I have the teeny tiniest table here to work on. I'll show you guys in a minute. I hope I can make it work without everything falling. Hopefully the computer doesn't fall. That's the main thing. And the glass of water. Hope that doesn't fall. Almost ready. Here we go. So today is September 23rd, my brother's birthday. And our prompt is pumpkin kisses, pumpkin, Pumpkin, kisses, and harvest wishes. And here's our link. And there's the video. So we are good to go. There we are. Okay. Good morning, Cheryl, and 10 other people. How's everybody on Monday? We are going home today. So we're going to do this as quick as possible, but I got to get my husband in the shower so we can leave here pretty soon because I'm going to need breakfast quick. Good morning, Cheryl, Dieta, and Jennifer, and Lori, and Bev. Oh, Bev's in the airport. Well, that's exciting. Am I broadcasting live to the whole airport? I hope. Uh, wow, Dieta says 55 years ago I was adopted at the age of 11. Wow, that's cool. Wow, congratulations, Dieta. Happy birthday. I call that a gotcha day. I have one in November, but I can never remember the day. And mine was 3 months old. Hi, Cindy and Tina and Jackie and Lynn and Ruth Ann and Pat and Mina. Hello. So I don't have any shameless plugs with me today, and I kind of cheated. Well, I guess it's not really cheating, but I went ahead and I penciled in our prompt. Let's see if I can get it. I saw this writing somewhere where you don't add the centers of letters and like you cross the bottom instead of come in here with the K. I could probably do the same thing with this. And I think I will. And the same thing with harvest. Hold on, I gotta find the pencil. Let's come across here like this. And then the V, probably the same thing. You probably just don't. And the A, wonder if you could read it if I do that. And the H would just be a block. And the E would be a block. No, I don't like that though. So I'm going to have to do the E. And come in a little. I don't mind the V. And the T is okay. But the H has to have some, and the A has to have some indentation. And the P, I think, needs to be fatter. Anyway. And the U could be a wine glass. So I cheated with the lettering. Can you guys see that? And a big ampersand. Did I spell it right? Pumpkin harvest. All right, so we're just gonna write it. Honey, get in the shower. We gotta go. We're going through the redwoods today, and it's gonna take a long time. All right. So everybody commented the other day on how much they really liked this lettering that I did in my flower alphabet last month. And it had a three-dimensional kind of effect. Looked kind of three-dimensional. And I think that's because I put a gray shadow on it. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to put a gray shadow on it. And we're not going to come down as far here with the M. Got crooked there because I got hooked on whatever's on the other side of this. But we're not going to put anything on the insides of these letters. So it's kind of not the easiest to read, but I like it. Make this I bigger. All right. So there's the word pumpkin. Have you ever seen this lettering before? I really like it. And I'm sure mine is not exactly like what I've seen before, because I am adding these little indentations here. But it's kind of fun. Did everybody have a good weekend? We did. I did. Yesterday I got to spend almost all day in bed. Almost. But then my husband came home and took me to the beach. Grudgingly, I went to the beach, but it was really fun when we got there. I just didn't want to leave. I had just fallen asleep and I had latched the door to the hotel room. So he had to knock and wake me up. And I was out of it. It was really fun to just, I've never stayed in a hotel room for an entire day. Hotel rooms are for sleeping, like at night. But it was fun. So I almost made it for the whole day. I don't know how you do the S in this lettering, but that's how I'm doing it. I got a lot done. I got our November, what do you call it? Artwork for the journal play day. I got that done. I took a class with a bunch of artists, people, like real artists, on Saturday for 2 hours. That was fun. And what else did we do? I walked around this cute town of Ferndale, and I could have bought $1 million worth of stuff because the shops were so cute. And I haven't been in a shop for so long that had really cute stuff, but they did. But I made myself leave. See, I caught something over here too. My hand got crooked on the top of the V. Oh well, can't win them all. Denise said, I watched the new Matlock. It was really good. Huh. I was wondering about that. I really like Kathy Bates. And she lost a lot of weight for that show. Or maybe she lost a lot of weight just in general, but she looked good. I watched Yellowstone Game Wardens. It's one of my favorite shows to watch, and we don't get it at our house. We don't get that channel. Debbie says Ferndale is such a cute town with amazing shops. We visit Humboldt County every summer. Yeah, you stay way up top, right, Debbie? Only thing I really wanted to do while I was here is go to a restaurant called Cookhouse, Samoa Cookhouse, and they're gone. But I used to go there with my parents, and I think my husband and I went there once or twice. And they served like on long tables, and it was family style, where they brought out stuff and you shared with the whole table. And they're gone, of course, since COVID. Can't have sharing food. All the fun stuff is gone. And then when I was younger, I stayed with my friend who was going, I was just got out of high school and getting ready to go to college. And she was in college here at the College of the Redwoods. And she was going to school to be a park ranger, which she was. And I bought my very first rubber stamp here before I opened my store from a store called Ms. Pitt's Rubber Stamps. And I met Ms. Pitts. Debbie says the Samoa Cookhouse is being remodeled. It's supposed to open again at some point. Yeah, we heard that from the guys that my husband was with this weekend, but I don't know. They always say that, and then it was such a cool place. Has anybody ever been to a restaurant where it's family style and they just bring out giant bowls of food and you just share with whoever's at your table? All right, so that's our lettering. This is a fun lettering to do also. You can cut it out of background paper. I'm going to take a gray brushables pen from Zig, and we're going to add a gray highlight line. Well, that's a very dark gray, but that's okay. We'll see if this ends up looking 3D like the other one that I did. The other one was a lighter gray, but oh well. Maybe this lettering's too close together to look 3D. Honey, get in the shower. I'm going to be done and you're not. I'm going to leave your ass behind. It's true. It kind of looks three-dimensional, but you really can't see it, right? Granzella's was awesome, Tina. It's always awesome. Except it costs a lot of money now. But our sandwiches were really good. And there used to be a cheese shop up here in Lolita that I would go to and get homemade cheese, but they're closed. So there's a store in this town called the Farmer's Daughter, and that's what the girl that owns the shop is, the farmer's daughter. And that's where I could have spent honestly about $5,000 on clothes. I could have taken everything that I own and threw it away and bought all the clothes that she had. They were so cool. Lynn says one of our rubber stamp friends moved from here to Ferndale. Ferndale. Not sure they had a store, but they made rubber stamps. Fernwood? Ferndale or Fernwood? That's light. Let's find another one that's working good. Oh, it looks just as dark as the other one. Oh well. And then what did somebody else say? Tina says the Amish community does family style. When we lived in Pennsylvania, we visited the Amish community. Well, that's cool. I mean, they do it for other people besides their own families, like a restaurant. I guess that is a little lighter. I got all our pillows and stuff.
Double checking down.
All right. So you could color this lettering in, or you can leave it open like this. That's up to you. I'm going to leave mine open, I think. Oh, I forgot to find my scissors. It's in a bag here somewhere. Does that look three-dimensional? Because the other lettering did. It kind of does, but it's a lot lighter, it looks like. My scissors. Well, that's a little scissors. Did I not bring my yellow scissors? So before we got together here, I painted a background page with just watercolor on white cardstock. I used several colors of oranges, some yellow, and some green because pumpkins aren't always all yellow. And I'm just going to cut out circles and ovals. Hopefully, lots of them. And these are going to be our pumpkins. And then, and they don't have to be perfect. But they're going to be pumpkins. Does everybody here love fall as much as me? Let me go big chunky one. And I may have broken the blow dryer here because I blow dried this and then it stopped working. So I let it sit for a minute and I'll try it again before we leave. I hope I didn't break it. This one should go over here because it's bigger. And you can overlap these, you know. Yeah, I love fall. It's not really fall weather yet where we live, but our favorite area in California, the trees are starting to turn colors, so that makes me happy. You know, my husband drove all the way here. I get to drive all the way home, I think. He was following his buddy, and I did not want to try to keep up with somebody driving. I am not good with that follow the leader thing. Debbie, I think they canceled our concert, by the way. Debbie and I were going to go see Carla Bonoff together. If anybody knows who Carla Bonoff is, but I'm pretty sure they canceled it. Oh, Lynn says we're back to 110 range this week. We're at triple digits where I live too. We're just not there right now. I want this green in here. Really tall pumpkin. Lori says, I don't do Halloween either. Oh, Terry doesn't either. But the Halloween, what? But harvest season is my jam. I do both, harvest and Halloween. Sorry. Sorry for those of you guys that don't do Halloween. I think this has got to go here because I need to be able to put a topper on it. Then a little pumpkin. Well, this paper's not quite dry yet, right in here. I am a giant harvest and fall fan. Like when I had my colors done, it was autumn. Those were my colors. I don't really necessarily wear them, but they're all over my house. I think I could do a small little one in here. I used almost this whole 5x7 piece of paper. Put one on top. I think that's it. Let's cut a tall, skinny one. I don't know if this will fit anywhere. Ow, my finger got stuck in the scissors. This one could go here. So there's a little more on this side than this side, but it's okay. Now we need, I could draw pumpkins every day. I could draw them and cut them, and I just love pumpkin shapes. Normally I would cut the leaves and cut the stems, but we're gonna have to draw them in. Katie, did you get any mail from me yet? Katie says, fall is my favorite time of year. We just don't get colorful trees till November in central Texas. Do you get colorful trees in Texas? Well, Katie says the mail is coming today. How do you know you got something from me today? If it's coming, do they give you a heads up on what mail you get? I don't have that service. Jackie says, I do a witch's tea with my daughters and granddaughters. It's so much fun. Dress up as a witch, cute or not so cute. Play games, drink tea, yummy food. They all look forward to the witch's tea. Oh, I want to come to that. Pretty sure I would have been burned at the stake way back when. Right? I should do that with Carmen. Where's Carmen? Carmen is not here, right? Carmen, are you here? I don't think she had a doctor's appointment or anything. Debbie says, informed delivery with USPS. Why don't I have that? I want that. Oh, he's finally getting in the shower. Huh. Well, that's super cool. I'm getting that. Does it cost money? I'm at the post office enough. They should be able to tell me if I get mail. Wait, I want that one on top of this one. You can get it. Just look online and sign up at USPS. Well, that's exciting. Then I don't have to drive to the post office and wonder if there's anything there for me. We'll turn that one a little. This one may have to go. I don't know. And it's free? That's awesome. Well, I spend enough at the post office. Even if it wasn't free, they should give it to me. Debbie says, informed delivery, so I don't walk to the mailbox for no reason. Well, that's cool. Terry says, my maples are turning. Fall is coming soon. Our church has a trunk or treat, but I'm not a fan of the whole thing. I did it when the kiddos were young, so I'm over it. I mean, I think I am too, because we don't have any trick-or-treaters in our area, but when our kids were little, I'm telling you what, we loved Halloween more than life itself. That way. We had haunted houses. We were in an area of Southern California where they would bus the children in to our area, and we would get over 1,000 kids trick-or-treating in our area. And it was so much fun. So much fun. All right. And look, I didn't even lose my pin. That's awesome. All right, so we need a brown. If I can find one. What do I have more? Oh, here. I have two browns, a 01 and a pen that has no writing any longer on it. Let's see if it's big. I bet this one's bigger. Marianne says, I have tons of trick-or-treaters. I love it. We go to my mother-in-law's every year because she gets a lot of trick-or-treaters where she lives. And she won't open her door when she's there by herself. So we buy candy and we go to her house. And the littles are the ones I love the most. But last year or the year before, one of you guys told me that you love the teenagers that dress up too, because they're teenagers and they're still able to be like little guys, right? They're not out making mischief, they're trick or treating. Because I was like, oh, I don't want to give anything to the teenagers and the older kids, but it is better that they're trick or treating than doing the other stuff that they could be doing. Denise says, I spent hundreds of dollars on candy for my business downtown. Oh my God, I remember that. We did too. I think they bust the kids from all over, but it was fun to see the littles in costume. I gave stickers. I would call Mrs. Grossman's sticker company and get extra rolls of stickers to give out stickers to kids. Should we outline these pumpkins? Oh, Marianne says she makes spiders and ghosts and the kids love it. That's so cool. Like candy spiders and ghosts. We had one lady in our neighborhood where we moved in Northern California because there were no kids in the neighborhood. She would make our kids bags of candy and carameled apples, and we knew her. So she was an older lady and it was very sweet. Um, let's take a consensus. Should I outline these in black or brown, or should I leave them just not outlined? Let me know your opinions. I think my husband thought I was going to take the full hour today. And no, I want to get going. I'm going to drive the Avenue of the Giants, which I don't think I've ever driven. My dad used to say, like, if we could see it from the road, or if it was something he wanted to do, he would go out of his way to do it. Leave them outline. Um, anyway, so there's this thing here called the House of Confusion, where it's like built on a anti-gravity level. Then there's the Mystery House. Then there's the tree that you can drive through with your car. And my dad would say, I'm not taking you kids there. That costs money and it's a tourist trap. And we're not tourists. And I'm like, oh, okay. So we didn't ever get to go. Like when we were traveling through the Southwest, there were volcano craters and holes of mystery and stuff like that. He would never take us to those places because he would say that's a tourist trap. So now that I'm a grown up, I make my husband go to all those places. We have a book called The Lost Highway 40, and that's Highway 80 that goes across the country, but you got to get off Highway 80 and go on Highway 40, like Route 66. You know what I mean? We, Marianne, are in the Eureka, California area, if that helps. Um, anyway, I did Route 66 with my son when he was little one time. And oh my God, we did all the tourist stuff. We did the Cadillac standing on their side. We did the TP Motel. We did the arrows, the giant cross in the middle of nowhere. Loretta Lynn's house. Okay, so now we're gonna take a colored pencil, I think. Let me find a green. Marianne says tourist traps are the most fun. I could travel with you, Marianne, because I would happen to agree with you. Nothing better than a good tourist trap. Okay, those are some good greens. There's a giant redwood stand where when my kids were little, my husband and I stopped and we bought a redwood seedling and it died, but we're getting another one today. We're going to try. I mean, why not try again? You never know. Could grow. Stranger things have happened. And my husband is a really much better gardener now than he was when the kids were little. So this one is not. Oh, there. What was the consensus? Outline or no outline? I think I'm going to outline them. This guy got 2 leaves. And his leaves are multicolored. Oh, Cindy says outline. How is that pouch connected to each other? Oh, do you want to see, Denise? It's stitched like right here. Do you want to make some? People would love these. I don't think Erin Condren is making them anymore, but it's from Erin Condren. So it's stitched like here, see? Stitching on the inside here and here. I don't know how they did it. Let's do several colors on this guy. So yeah, Saturday and Sunday, I stayed pretty much in the room almost the whole day. It was fabulous. When you're busy all the time, you know, sometimes just hanging out and doing nothing is worth its weight in gold, you know? And I kept going down to the car and I kept getting ice at the ice machine by the pool. And nobody's in the pool because it's not exactly hot here. But they kept looking at me like, this girl is still here. Because, you know, most people stay at a hotel in the nighttime and they go do stuff during the day. Not me. I was very happy. Oh, Doreen says we drove through the Avenue of the Giants last month. Is it worth it, Doreen? How long did it take? That's what I want to know. How long it took. Because I read it's 30 miles. So hopefully we can still get home in time for, I don't know what we need to get home for. Nothing. But I'm going anyway. How did Brent fare in the slot car races? He came in 7th place out of 22 guys, and these guys, like this team called South Bay, they're from the San Francisco area. They were not going to come to this race, and all of a sudden they showed up. Oh, and he was pissed because he knew that they didn't have a chance with these guys because they are like wifeless, childrenless men who just play with slot cars all the time. And my husband does it once or twice a week, you know, and he knew they would win. But he came in, what did I just say? 7th place one day, and I think 3rd place the second day. So he did pretty darn tootin' good out of 20 something guys. Oh, yes, the pumpkins are cut out of, I painted paper, Marianne, just a piece of paper, and then I cut them all out and glued down. My son raced at Bristol. He got a lot of media time, but not because he was winning. He placed 32nd. Oh, man. Just give this guy a little leaf. 7th is really good out of 30. What I say, 22 or something? And we had a really nice time with the guy who he races with. His family is seventh generation farmers here. And so we got to see their farm, which is way at the top of this Redwood Road. It's amazing. They have sheep and cattle, and it's in the redwoods. Like, it's a farm, like, I can't even tell you how cool it is. Uh-oh. Debbie says my son-in-law travels all over for remote control car races. Are those like the outside remote control cars? My husband and Atticus have been racing a truck, a remote control truck. He can't afford the fancy ones, like they have the ones that are like tanks and stuff that are like thousands of dollars. He would love those, but no, we're not going that route. This one needs just a little tiny leaf. All right, let's get rid of these. Whatever happened to the cow? The cow got his head out. I went back by and there was no cow there. So, but I went by after I posted that picture because one of you guys sent me a message saying that they were really worried about the cow. So I got back in the car. Look at this pencil, you guys. It's copper. It's a Derwent metallic. It's copper. I went back over to where the barn was, where the cow was, to make sure that he was okay. And he was okay. But I mean, there was really nobody around that I could talk to when I saw the cow with his head through the barn. There was no possible way. This is a composition book. It's a half-size composition book. Marianne, can you see the lines in it? If you go back to September 1st, we did a little video on how we put this book together. I kind of think I'm not going to outline these, but I don't know. I do like the little curly cues inside of the pumpkins. But you could use whatever you wanted, Marianne. This is just what we used, but if you want to play along, use whatever you happen to have near you. You know, don't let what we do determine you. And for October, we're using a box. Oh, and I was going to tell you guys, they had this hotel had breakfast included, and it was disgusting. So we're not eating there this morning, but I am going to go by and grab a box of cereal because they had those little bitty boxes of cereal. So if you decide you don't want to buy the box that we're going to use for October, you could use a cereal box, the little ones, you know, the snack boxes. Do you remember those? If you have them around for your grandkids or whatever, we don't buy them anymore because, you know, they're more expensive and all, but Bev says, at my gate, and this is looking awesome. Bev, get on the plane. Thank you, though. I like the ones that come down like this in the pumpkin. In fact, I need that here. This guy's got to have two. I love that. This one's going to go up the pumpkin stem and then come back down around. It's not looking very metallic, but it is cool. Put another one up here. I think this one's going to need another one up here too. I love the little swirlies, and this guy does as well. Okay. I think we're going to add some white, and then we're going to be done. What does Bev say? Watching you is a heartstring to my home roots. Ready to be home. Aww. Well, the black and white, they're not really checkered. This one is polka dotted washi tape. And this one is polka dotted washi tape. So let's see if we can add a highlight to the pumpkins. We can. We're going to go on this side. That's the dark gray. I wish I had used the lighter, but that's all right. Kind of wish I hadn't used it at all, but it's too late. Let's do this one on this side. Shadows on both sides of the pumpkins. That one doesn't get one. This one gets one here. We're going to add some white polka dots and call it a day. Because we are ready to rock and roll. Terry says, tell Brent congrats for me. Terry says, congrats on 7th place. Is that what it was? 7th place?
Yeah. Nice.
And one of the ladies in the group just went to the Avenue of the Giants and she said it's well worth going. But I don't think I ever saw how long it took.
45 minutes.
45 minutes. Look at the white, how pretty it is. We need some in our leaves. And we're leaving the lettering just open like that, not colored in. But you can do whatever floats your boat. Oh, my pen's running out of ink. Debbie says it should add only close to an hour to your drive home. Do it. Debbie, did you ever tell me where you camp when you're here with your trailer? You go above Arcata, right? We'll have to go with you next year. We'll have to just add, we'll just crash your party. So this is about a younger version of you who kind of goes on so much. Sorry, Hoda copies in the background talking, I think. Macy Stella, the incredible actress, plays Elliot, and she is, it's the summer before she leaves home to go to college. She does a little mushroom trip with her friends. I love the patterns in the pumpkins so much. So much. There's not very many good breakfast places nearby, so I don't think we're going to go to breakfast anywhere fancy. Just probably going to go to McDonald's. I watched an interview yesterday with Demi Moore on CBS Sunday Morning. And man, I would like to force feed her a cheeseburger. She looks very thin. Like scary thin, like a skeleton thin. Did I miss it? Are you getting a puppy? No, we are not getting a puppy. We're just driving through Avenue of the Giants, which is the Redwoods. I don't know. No, but I was a witch because it's Halloween, and I had to curse Al Roker, I think. I forget it. Cute. The rules, do what we say, this is how we do it. Yeah. You are definitely a rule breaker. You do your own. I don't know why. I just don't. I like my pumpkins. I'm not a big fan of jack-o'-lantern drawing, but I am a big fan of drawing pumpkins. And I'm glad I did not outline them. I like them like this. But I am having a lot of fun with the leaves. Yes, Lynn, she did look horrible, right? Didn't you want to get her a cheeseburger and make her eat it? I was very worried about her. She did not look normal. And she was talking about body image, which made it even worse. Okay, well, I think we're done. That's it. It's perfect. Do I need, hold on. One more thing. Sparkle Pop pen in orange polka dots. Her neck looked like a skeleton. Not that I'm a giant fan anyway. I just love CBS Sunday Morning. And I loved the interview where there was a janitor at a school, and the football team would the janitor was like a mentor to the kids on the football team. And every time they would walk through the hall, he would talk to them and give them life advice and stuff. Very cute man. And they asked him one time if he could have any splurge, what would it be? And he was from Ethiopia. And he said, the American dream to me is a Jeep Wrangler. All he wanted was a Jeep Wrangler. So in less than 6 months, these football team boys raised $22,000 and bought him a red used Jeep Wrangler. And he fell on the ground when he saw it because he never thought, he took the bus every day. He never thought he'd be able to afford to buy a car. I don't know how he paid the insurance, but that's, you know, not part of the story. It was so sweet. I haven't seen CBS Sunday Morning in weeks because we haven't been around a TV on Sunday morning to watch. I missed it. I love CBS Sunday Morning. Not a Jane Pauley fan. I'm a Charles Kuralt and Charles Osgood fan from the way back. All right, now I'm done. Now we have lots of Sparkle Pop. Oh, yeah, those caves, Denise, in Italy. Didn't that look like a cool town? All right. Anything else? Anything at all? No, I think I'm done. Lindsay, can you post a pattern for the box we are using in October on this page? I don't know what you mean, a pattern. The box, there is a post in the featured section. You can buy the box from Amazon, or you can make a box from a cereal box. And when I get home, I will show you how to use the cereal box. It's not the exact same size, but it's just a small cereal box. You know what I mean? Those snack pack boxes. Anyway, pumpkins make my whole body smile too. All right. So there you go. I'm going to share a photo of this in a second when I clean everything up. And then what's tomorrow? This is where we were. Home is where you are. That's tomorrow's. Palma says, did you go to the Ferndale Trail? I don't know what that is, but no, I don't think so. Do you know what the Ferndale Trail is, honey?
No.
No, sorry, Palma. No idea. I did buy a lot of cheese, though. Does that count? All right, that's it. I'm out of here. Have a really good day. I will take pictures of this so you guys can copy if you want. Don't copy if you don't want, and have a really good day. All right. See you guys. Okay, bye.